I chose to train with Zero. He seemed to be very skilled, so I trusted him to train me to the best of his ability. I didn't want to be a silent observer in this war. I would pull my weight. Zero brought me to the Grand Hall, which he had apparently claimed as his personal training grounds. The sergeant had to use this official ground for the army.
Personal training grounds?
When
I
train
just
my lady, I
noticed
bring
his
her
fucking
here.
wing
That way she is not
thing
seen
on his
by the army.
arm. His other arm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool.
Why would her being seen by the army be an issue?
It's not a matter of it being an issue. We simply choose to train together alone.
I nodded. If Diana had her reasons, then that was enough for me. Zero nodded in return before holding his hand out to the side.
Now, do you have a preferred weapon of choice? Choose wisely. You need to focus and master one weapon if you wish to benefit from this training. I won't allow you to change your mind later.
I stared at Zero, unsure of why he would ask me that. However, I closed my eyes and thought to myself for a moment. There were a couple of weapons I could think of. I thought of a gun. What if human... Gun.
Gun.
But what if human... Gun. I don't know if we're on the same wavelength at all. If we're on the same wavelength at all, but that's an inside joke between my friends just going, gun.
It's a meme.
Is it?
Yes!
What?
It's a meme.
Using the gun emoji and just going gun?
No, hang on, I will find an example for you.
Okay, because I've only known this through my friends just saying gun to each other. My mind is blown.
Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his gun. Young meme, grab your breadsticks and run. I said young meme, there's no need to feel gun.
I only know just the gun. I only know that just like from my friends. I didn't know it was an actual thing.
All the other kids with their pumped up kicks, better run, outrun my gun. Me shoving breadsticks into my gun.
Why is that so funny?
Young meme, grab your breadsticks and run. I said young meme, Mandor hand hook car gun.
Gun.
You think this
Gun.
meme is over? It has only just begun.
Boo. I thought of a gun. But what if human guns were powerless here? After all, demons had magic on their side. If they were powerful enough, maybe even a speeding bullet could be blocked with ease. I sighed and thought of what melee weapon I could use. Oh god. I do already know Taekwondo, it's true. I mean, Laundry does, not me.
I don't think that's gonna help.
No, probably not.
Anything you're leaning towards?
Well, he has a spear. Swords are boring.
I kind of want to go spear.
Surprise. I'm leaning towards spear. Just like, I mean, surprise me. It just seems, I don't want to be surprised. And swords are boring. Spear has distance.
Mm-hmm.
Length and distance. And
Yep.
pointiness.
A spear!
Spear. Zero closed his eyes and closed his outstretched hand into a soft fist. Black and purple mist slowly formed around his hand and wrapped around itself like a spiral in the crevice between his fingers and palm. The magic elongated and formed a black spear with a white, almost lavender blade at the tip. Zero walked over to me and handed me the spear, letting me feel the light weight of it in my hand. It was almost feather-like, yet my hand knew that this was a gun.
You chose a very underestimated and difficult weapon.
Well, you use it, don't you?
I do, but it's taken me years of training to know how to wield it properly.
No time like the present.
Zero laughed softly and stepped back, gripping his own gold spear and going into a stance. I followed suit.
Trust your instincts. I'll go slow so you can adjust yourself to the weapon. However, I won't remain slow for long.
I stared at Zero, now fully settling in to see what I had signed up for. I was learning how to defend myself, and possibly how to kill someone else. I felt a nervous shiver run up my spine before taking a deep breath and trying to relax my muscles. Sedo seemed to take my breath as my signal preparer as he took a step back and readied himself with a stance.
Are you ready?
Ladies, are you ready? I nodded. I had asked to be trained. If I wasn't ready then, I wouldn't ever be. Sedo crouched, gripping his spear before lunging for me, ready to skewer me on this blade.
Oh shit!
Parry! Parry! I watched his movement carefully and swung my spear in front of me, swiping his spear away from me with my own. I was shocked at his strength, as I only managed to push his weapon away with my own adrenaline, helping my own strength against him.
Oh shit!
Dodge! I bent back, watching the blade swipe over my body through the air. As I quickly straightened up, I noticed how his body was for an attack. He was serious. Well, so was I. I felt powerful as I readied to attack him. I lunged in and prepared to pierce him with my own attack. However, Sedo moved his spear across his body, blocking my attack and pushing me back. I growled at myself for not seeing the strength of his defense. As I landed, though, I saw a small smirk on Sedo's face. Was he proud of me or was he mocking me? Either way, I used the momentum to lunge forward again, continuing our sparring match. We continued to train relentlessly through the day. Each break we had was small, but I understood why. I only had a week to learn how to fight after all. Time wasn't on our side when it came to me learning how to fight, or at least defend myself. After we finished the sparring session, I slowed to take another break. I let out a sigh. I was exhausted, but I knew I had to keep going. The incubi were going to keep training, and I had to keep up as well. Sedo let out a small sigh and stretched, wiping some sweat from the side of his brow before looking to me.
Let's take a break for now.
Yeah, good idea.
I collapsed onto the floor on my rear, which no one should ever call fucking ass, and slouched over my crossed legs, thankful to no longer be on my feet. I thought Taekwondo was hard, but fighting with a weapon was proving itself to be even harder. I felt a little envious of people who were able to master weaponry. Almost said waster weaponry, but I didn't.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. For the first time holding a weapon, you did pretty well. My lady had to train for months to try and use her weapon properly.
Yeah, but I bet she was a child then.
Well, what does Diana use?
I was curious about her. I knew she had magic, but did she really need a weapon? Of course, if her energy ran out, then she would need some sort of protection. Sedo stared wide-eyed at me for a second, before smiling softly.
She uses a saber, a curved sword. While regular straight swords are good for piercing your opponent, curved blades are made for slashing and cutting your opponent down. They're a little difficult to maneuver without in-depth training.
Sedo looked down at his hand, forming a saber with a black grip and a deep purple blade. It looked like a masterwork blade, despite it forming out of his magic. As Sedo stared at it, his smile brightened a bit.
A saber is much more graceful in combat than a regular sword. Anyone can wield it, but it takes a true master of the blade to use a saber properly and make a fight look like an elegant dance.
I was in awe. I could see a soft shadow of adoration in his eyes as he spoke. Did he really adore his mistress that much? Why did you gasp?
He loves her!
Well, obviously. Oh, shit! No!
What?
I accidentally hit my thumb on the touchpad, and I chose a choice that I think said I don't care about Damien.
What?
Go to the next slide! What are the options?
You seem to really care for Diana.
Oh, that's what it said?
You seem to really care for Diana, or don't say anything.
I clicked the bottom one.
The bottom one is don't say anything.
Fuck.
I want to talk about Diana.
Load. I thought it said you don't care. I don't care about Damien. I was so scared. That's why I screamed. I was like, no. Like, literally, my thumb just like...
You seem to really care for for Diana.
Sedo looked to me with a chuckle.
I don't just care for my lady.
That was obvious. The way he spoke about her spoke volumes of his affections for her. As Sedo looked to me, a flash of realization washed over his eyes. What?
You're human, so you would understand.
Uh-huh.
Understand what?
Love.
You like Diana, don't you? The bird. Oh.
He's
Oh,
precious!
Oh, sweetie pie. When did we get to date Sarah?
In the Diana route.
Oh, really?
You can do a threesome.
Yo! And I was like, yo! I stared at him, knowing the meaning of the word, but not understanding what he meant by saying it.
What about love?
What about love?
Well,
What if it's all I care about you? You can say the line.
well,
What line?
well.
It says, what about love?
I already did that.
Oh, I didn't hear it because I was being an asshole. For a moment, Sedo looked back to the saber in his hand before shaking his head.
Never
It's
mind.
not nothing.
It's nothing.
I wanted to ask more, but a pair of footsteps echoed through the room from the door, causing me to turn around and see who it was. Of course it's Diana!
Hey, Di.
Diana, lightly glistening with a thin layer of sweat wiping her brow, stepped into the room with a smile.
Oh!
I could hear Sarah's I could hear Sarah's breath hitch softly as Diana walked in. She did a small hair toss, most likely to get some cool air behind her neck, before looking to her guard and my trainer. Oh my god, he's so...
How is training going?
I love him!
Going fine, my lady. How are the airs?
They're strong, but not strong enough. At least not yet. It will take more time to get them up to par with where they need to be for the war. They've been
In
the
haste,
human world
Diana
for too
looked
long,
at me and held
and they've
fucking
lost
done
their
yet!
sense of real battle.
I was behind you. I was fangirling a little.
I don't know why, it was just so funny. I'm not fucking done! Oh god. In a haste, Diana looked to me and held up her hand towards me, as if to ask for forgiveness. Oh, none.
No offense to you, of course.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Uh.
I was not paying attention.
She was like, they've lived in the human world for too long and it's made them soft. They
Oh.
don't know real battle. She was saying that, like, humans are weak and shit.
Okay.
Did we take offense or is it alright?
I think it's fine.
I think it's also fine.
It's alright.
I understood. The human world was vastly different from the demon world, so the boys had become humanized and softened. Still, I was sure that they would train hard and become better than the demon lord.
Anyway, I was just taking a break and wanted to check in. Had to make sure you didn't kill our guest, Sarah.
I would never.
Oh, you got it bad, boy.
Ah!
Diana's laughter filled the room as Sarah's face brightened to a hot pink tinge.
They're so cute!
I'm merely joking. I trust you, Sarah. Besides,
I'm-
she can take care of
This
herself.
is tasty.
What?
This is very tasty.
I don't know your youngin' slang.
I approve.
They're so cute!
I'm nodding my head a lot. Diana looked at me with a nod and a smile, as if she knew I would be okay, at least in Sedo's hands.
I'll leave you both be then. I'm sure that after we're finished training, your husband will want to replenish his energy, and it wouldn't do if you were still training here when he finishes.
The way you said
What's that?
Sarah's name, it sounded like Sinner.
Sinner. Sedo. Sedo is a sinner. He loves it. Anyway, with that, Diana turned and walked out of the room. Sedo and I kept our eyes on her, before I looked over to the suddenly love-struck guard. His eyes were glued to the door that Diana left from, almost unblinking.
Loves to watch her go.
Mm-hmm.
Deadass. What should we choose?
I'm like, I almost don't want to interrupt his moment, but also I feel like maybe we'll get more information, but also, just let the boy stare.
Let the boy stare.
Let the boy stare. There was no harm in letting him be weird for a little while.
Laundry, please.
Laundry, he's So anyway, where's my Sero and Diana fanfiction, by the way? Or should I say Diana/Sero?
Sienna? Darrow?
Darrow! I'm just saying, if no one has made use of this opportunity,
I think
gonna be
everyone
mad.
has made use of this opportunity.
But have they done it in the right way?
Meaning?
There's a popular song I heard once. It's called "That Boy Is a Bottom."
I don't think so.
What does that mean?
It means I don't think people have done that.
Why not? You all should be ashamed. I'm gonna fight Michaela. No, you're wrong. Michaela, I know it's your road, I know you wrote this, but you're wrong! You are so wrong! That boy is a bottom, and I will fight you for this. Anyway, there is no harm in letting him be weird for a little while. As he stared at the door, I stretched my neck. Finally, Sarah snapped out of it and looked to me, blushing and wide-eyed.
Sorry, where were we?
Oh, he's so cute!
Ow, ow!
Training?
Training! Right, let's go again.
Oh my god. He's so cute. He's so fucking cute. In a complete reversal, Seto's expression hardened to a serious stare at me. I nodded, knowing that the break we had was now over. Once more we trained and continued until dinner rolled around. As the soft echo of dinner-time bells reverberated through the halls of the castle, Seto and I went our separate ways. Him to his lady, me to my bedroom.